Good morning.
Good morning. We are live. It is Friday morning, 5th of June.
Baby day.
Baby day. Baby, it's a good day because we're having a baby. Oh, and by the way, the world is freaking out about finances, yes? Because nobody has a job, right?
Right.
You should probably not rip down our entire thing.
Yeah. Well,
Did you know that they just announced that last month, the month of May, when no one's back to work, do you know America added 2.5 million jobs?
Wow. No, because no one's reporting it.
Do you know that? No, they did report it.
Well,
2.5 million jobs were added.
In the general.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we're talking about the negative. Did
Right.
you know that almost more than 200,000 dentist office jobs were created in the month of May last month? Have you been getting the emails to brush your teeth?
No.
Well,
I do know that our dentist finally reopened.
Did you know that there's 0% chance that the entrepreneurial Americans will stay on the couch?
Oh,
It's fake, people. We're fine. Check out the news today. If you're unaware of what's going on, I'm happy to tell you. The stock market's going crazy. The jobs markets are up, and we're having a baby in the family. Can you tell I'm in a good mood? So we have 4 daughters and we have 1 grandson. Yes?
Yes.
Except for by the end of the day, that won't be true. Yes?
He will be outnumbered grandchild-wise
Oh my goodness.
by the end of next week.
So my whole life, I'm like, I just want to be surrounded by women, right? And then I get surrounded by women, this beautiful lady here and 4 daughters. I'm like, oh, I got to get out of this crazy land of glitter. Let's go talk some football somewhere and some baseball somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have 4 daughters and we hit 1 grandson and he's a boy. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can play
That's
catch.
a boy.
And then we got, boom, they both get pregnant. My two married daughters both get pregnant. Like in the same week or something, we find out about it and they're due within the same week and they're both having girls.
Yes.
So the kid score, it went from 4-0 to 4-1 to 6-1 by the end of next week.
Yep.
Feel like somebody's after me.
Next Friday. Exactly.
So we've got 2 more little beautiful granddaughters coming in. Well, they'll be beautiful in a couple weeks, right? The first couple of weeks, they're usually pretty smashed up.
They're still sweet.
What's this one's name?
It hasn't been announced officially.
So I can't tell you yet. Okay. Well, then never mind. I had a funny thing to say,
It's
but we'll just
close to the.
I'll just have to save it. Okay. And it's like a funny thing. Like I know their names. I don't know which one is which. And I'm not really sure it's ever going to get better because it's the same name.
Very similar.
But we'll just save that for later. I didn't realize that was unannounced yet. Although when you said that, I did remember.
Yeah, Brittany's has been announced. Samantha's has not.
But
they want to do a really beautiful picture of her and announcing her name.
Well, it's going to take a few weeks because I've seen babies that pop out.
No, it'll be today.
Let's say hi to all the people in the chat. It's a good day. We're so different and it's so good. I love how different we are. People in general, me and Paula, I'm laying in bed and waking up slow and I'm watching the stock market and the good news that is today. Again, today's the day you can turn on the news, I would say. I would turn it off, at some point. But good news. Good news. When people go to work, it's good news, by the way. And if that bugs you, see you later. Good news when people can go to work because you can take care of your family. And it's a great day because the May data is out. And I'm looking at what little we play in the stock market. I'm having a fun time. I'm wow, this is good. I had a great show last night with Pete and Kelly on Pete's channel. NFL Watch Party is back. I've got my Tuesday show where I get to talk baseball. That's been going on. I got my Thursday show with football coming back. I need that. I love you guys. I love my sports. I love talking about sports. Baseball's been going, not the season, our show.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, the show is back and football is going to happen. The economy's coming back roaring. Our work is going good. And we've got 2 grandkids popping in. So I'm in bed looking at all that stuff and being in a good mood. And you're talking about Pitocin and throwing up and having a great time.
Not a great time, but just like, hey, maybe she should have some applesauce or something because her stomach can't stay empty.
Well, I was upstairs and we're like, 10 minutes to the show, 15 minutes to the show, we merge up and I'm like, oh man, did you see? And she's like, oh no, did you know we're having 2 excited conversations? Totally different. Did
you see how much the stock market? I'm like, no, I've been on the phone with Ryan and Sam.
I'm like, oh,
baby talking.
She said Ryan. I'm like, oh, Ryan, our son-in-law. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I don't get to go though. It's right. Not, in my defense, it's different. Yeah.
like last year we were all, like the whole
I
family
would be
was
there right
gathered
now.
there.
Yeah.
You were getting tacos.
I would have socks on.
Yeah. We were already there, and it was like a buzz, and
yeah, exactly. That is so true.
Right.
It is mostly like it's just weird.
It is.
I feel like I should be reading an old crusty magazine from March in a room, talking to family and half family and not family, wondering what time it is, hoping everybody's okay.
Dreaming of tacos.
Yeah, but instead I'm just, oh yeah, it's baby day. It's weird. Do you agree it's weird?
Yes, I bet
for you it's especially weird.
It is.
You should be catching it or something,
It's
right?
a bummer, yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't
know if I would say it's a bummer.
It is for me because I'm usually in there. So I've just been texting Ryan, not Sam, much because obviously she's not
Sam's
feeling
busy.
great right now. But Ryan's kind of keeping me updated, and then I've just been playing "The Blessing" by Carrie Job. You guys have to hear that song just over and over, and it's about the blessing and the favor of the Lord on your children and your children's children and their children. And
you've been playing it?
Promises. Yes, I've been playing it this morning. Just kind of.
I know the song "Promises" from the 80s.
No, it's called "The Blessing."
Promises.
It's a great song.
Promises.
Yep. Everybody needs to listen to it.
I don't know that song, but I'm sure. I mean, would I know it if I heard it?
Yes, it's a newer one. Elevation Worship did it.
Sounds awesome to me.
A great one.
I love it. Sure Nuts in the house. Happy Friday, everyone. To you, Make It Blue. That's Caitlin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Resort Budgeting. I bet you're smiling today. How are you, my man? Hitchhiking Bones. Howdy from Texas, y'all.
Hey, y'all. There you go.
There you go. Downside Steve in the house. Sandy's going to watch the rerun. I appreciate you, Sandy. No problem. Thanks for being here. Misty in the house. My mom here. Jenny, JLB Nerdy in the house. Omar in Memphis waiting for the grand entrance of the Beauty and the Bates. I would like to have a grand entrance of a little baby girl here, but I don't know that. When will we get to show her on the show? I don't know. She'll probably be 14 by the time we get to do that. Make It Blue. Hitchhiking Bones. Let's see. Triple P's in the house. Girls are the best.
Yes.
I'm just going to go with that. Chills in the house. How you doing, Chills? Long time no see. Jeffina. See, Hitchhiking Bones knows. Hitchhiking Bones knows. Michael Superbacker is here. Whoa, my baby wasn't ugly at birth. I didn't say it was ugly. I said they're a little smashed up in the face, and wait a couple of days to take a picture. And the U word is an ugly word because it gets you yelled at.
Yeah.
Which I don't care about the yelling, but
that's funny.
Just Samson. That come on, truth. Little babies when they're first born, they're all smashed up and they got goo on them. That's nasty.
Oh, it's not.
It's nasty.
It's not.
I'm just saying what everybody thinks.
So Grayson was so much fun. He looked like a mad little troll.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Cute, but he was mad.
Actually, he was pretty cute. You know what? I'm not done saying hi to everybody. So he was cute because he looked like he was going to eat you. He was going. he looked like you cannot look at me. Stop looking at me. I will bite you. That's what he looked like in the beginning. And I loved it.
So most babies just come out looking like smushy little
gooey
babies. But
gooey
he
and
actually
smashed.
came out looking like a boy. It was weird.
An old man.
Yes.
Not a boy, an old man.
Okay, an old man.
He looked like a little, you would see him in Harry Potter. Yeah. Like he should have been
one related to Dobby.
Okay, that's not bad. I was going to say he was one of the kids of one of the banker guys in Harry Potter.
Maybe.
A little angry, looking down upon your stupidity.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was absolutely. And why did you take me out?
Put me back.
Which
sounds like a horrible idea. Arvina Dizzy's in the house. She likes rocks. So do we. Magic of the Mouse. TV just talking about you, buddy. I'm actually reading chat behind. I guess they already knew that.
Yeah.
Triple P. That was the hardest part for us. We really missed not being able to have visitors. So Triple P is Josh. Yeah. Josh just had a baby, his second baby. We met them. You met them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you know the name and the actual people are all the time. I don't sometimes.
I don't sometimes, but I know those guys.
Well, anyway, they just had another baby, a week ago? It's not even been a week, right?
Not very long.
I feel like all the baby talk. Can we talk about football? I guess to the day of birth, we can talk about it.
It's baby talk. Today and next Thursday.
Will I meet the kid? When do you think I'll meet this kid? The one that pops out?
Depends when they let her go. As soon as they let her go, she said,
that
once they get home.
Is it a today thing? I'm assuming
no.
Yeah,
no. So. Tomorrow at the earliest.
I mean, because I got plans. I need to schedule. Okay.
You have plans.
Originally from Texas, y'all. Just Samson. I can sense that. Hashtag ugly babies. I'm not sure that should be a thing, but I don't know that I said ugly babies. I love babies. I love babies.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I love babies. They're not as gorgeous as everybody else thinks they are. All right. I think we said hi to everybody in chat. So let's talk a little Epcot. Epcot is my jam, people. So far on the show, we've talked about the stock market and ugly babies. I feel like it's time to talk some Disney.
Okay.
Did we lose everybody? Yeah, the numbers are a little low
pretty
today.
much.
That's what I get. That's what I get. Oh, Bill, the Beverly Hillbillies reference equals Jeffina. Jeff Green. I like Jeff Green. That's not bad. Jeff Green.
Jeffina and Jeffreen. You can just call them whatever you want.
I might. Hey, whatever you want. Get me whatever I want. Okay. So Epcot is my jam. Epcot is my favorite place in the world. Why aren't we there now?
Because the coronavirus doesn't let you be there.
That's your excuse, though. You wouldn't let me go right now. Anyway, because you don't like, oh, it's hot over there. JetBlue's at 15 and I didn't buy it at 9. What the? I'm spotted at 9.
Bummer.
Anyway.
No, you have the proper mug today.
Oh, I didn't even look at that. I should.
It is Epcot today.
You know what? I made that mention. Now you're like all over that.
Well, if I can find it quickly and it's clean, yes.
We've got. Oh,
we have
clean.
a bunch.
Yeah, I did. Boy, it was about a year and a half. We've lived in this house a year, and it was the old house, so at least a year and a half ago. A video. One day I was doing the dishes, and I saw all of these, and so as I was putting them away, I just did a video. I thought it was pretty fun. It was a long time ago. I had like 8 people subscribing at the time. And we should do another one.
Yeah, we have definitely.
What's your best guess on how many We Are
collection.
There video cups we have?
40 maybe.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
I think
that's a good guess.
I
Which
gave
is
a
really
few
not the
of
best
our doubles
investment.
away.
Speaking of investments, not the best. You did?
Uh-huh.
I didn't say you could.
Brittany and Cameron are starting their collection. So
Are Brittany and Cameron my daughter and son-in-law who are about to have a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, they're having one Thursday.
That's having a baby, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, they're starting their family's collection.
So we
I
gave some of these to some of them. Okay.
Most of them were California.
I mean, I like them.
They weren't Disney. They already have the Hollywood Studios because we had a million.
If you knew me 4 years ago, you got a Hollywood Studios
We
cup.
had boxes.
If you don't like coffee or coffee cups or anything that says Hollywood Studios on it, doesn't matter. We were still sending
you got
one
one for Christmas.
How many do you think we had of those? How many of these Hollywood Studios cups do you think we got?
12 or 15.
Oh, I was going to say 20. I don't
Maybe
know.
20. I mean, we had like 4 or 5 each. So
stupid.
yeah, I mean, Peyton had a million too.
Was that the same trip that we got all those
Yes,
what are those little things called?
Vinylmation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kind of ugly
Yes.
too. They're
We
almost
had a million of those too.
kind of like a squished up baby. All right. We should talk about Epcot.
Okay.
All right, Epcot's my jam. Epcot's my favorite place. Right now, it's currently Walcott. Right now, it's currently
Walcott.
closed cot.
Yes.
But I think that I may be on in the minority on this also. There's a shock, right? You love Vinylmation? I got a bunch of them, Caitlin. I don't know where they're
From
at.
a long time ago too.
I got one really cool one that's
that
a Hatbox
they put out.
Ghost. I bought that one actually, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did.
We had the Chester Cat one too.
We got
I remember that
it was a
one
cat.
lot.
It was a cat series. We got if you're into Vinylmation cats, oh man. I don't know where they're at though, so don't tell me you want any because I don't know where they're at.
They're in a box.
Yeah. But that was a lot. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. So I like Walcott more than the general dude. Why do I like Walcott more than the general dude? Because front of Epcot needs some help.
It really does.
People don't. They're mad. They're mad. But
I'm excited.
It's my favorite park too.
About the additions and the changes that they're making.
Oh, good call. I am too. Say more.
I'm sorry. I'm getting contractions have started. Y'all.
Every now and then she's going to look at the phone and it's going to matter.
Like,
I almost thought we shouldn't do a scheduled show today. Because I don't, I mean, I'm being silly, but obviously the baby is the key topic in our brain today. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how the show goes.
Yeah. Sorry, but I will be answering.
They understand. They understand. I like that they're making the changes. So we're going to talk, for me, I could talk about World Showcase the whole hour. Well, the last 45 minutes now that we're not talking about babies and stock markets and stuff. People are always mad, right? People want to be mad. Feel free to be mad. You know what? Do you people, if you want to be one of those people that's mad, Occupy Wall Street, burn down the house, you be you. We're going to have a good time in life. And Walcott is important to me because Epcot in the beach front is like walking through the late 70s.
Yeah.
Not knowing I bought a ticket to walk through the late 70s.
Like the first time I went through, I thought, oh, they must have done it like this on purpose. Like
I remember thinking,
like
I remember the first time I was in there, I remember thinking, let's go back to Southern California because it looked rough. Now I'm just talking about the front. Mm-hmm. Before I got to the World Showcase, it's like a tale of two cities times 1,000.
Right.
The front of Epcot theming theming. There's some stuff up there I really, really like, and we're going to talk about that right here. But the theming in the front was, and I'm colorblind, but it was like walking through a colorblind area. It was not bright. I love the fountains. I will say that. You got to love Spaceship Earth, the big ball. Love that. But when you go in the big ball, I know you guys all love that ride. Boring.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Well, and I think part of it too.
I know I'm making people mad today, I'm sure.
So much of it is light, like pastels. It's like light purple and orange, and there was like that was kind of the characters, and it was like I had a rainbow that was like a pastel rainbow. Well, for you, that's all going to be the same color,
probably
because of your color blindness. But it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like, wow, I need a picture in front of that.
Well, I mean, and a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people said, I wish, like Caitlin just said, I wish they would have done it in sections. I don't. Pull the Band-Aid off. Epcot, I'm going to talk about Epcot so positively. It's my favorite place in the world. And I just told you Epcot's my favorite place to be, yet I'm slamming on the front. The front, just, it needs help, guys. I think it needs help. So put the walls up and get it down, pull the Band-Aid off. I want it there for, what is it, the 50th anniversary that comes up? That we actually thought about getting reservations for, but we ended up doing some other things, so we're not going to do that. But I can't wait to see what they do. The plans for the front, the gaming area, the art that we've seen that they've created for that, is spectacular. One of my favorite things on our last trip was one of the last things we did. We were leaving Epcot. It was the end of the day. We were doing a potty break or a soda break. We were doing some shopping. We were at the very, very, very end. And we were leaving World Showcase, and we make the right turn. And I didn't plan on doing it, but we bumped into the space where they're presenting what they're going to do. Created a video for it, and so good. I cannot wait for what they're doing.
We were catching the bathrooms. I took somebody up to the bathroom there, and I peeked in while one of the girls was in the restroom to the little room over to the side, and I'm like, wow, I could see a little bit of what was going on the walls. And I'm like, hey, everybody, y'all are going to come and see this.
Yes.
So it was great. Reagan loved it.
It's going to be great, guys. What's going to happen is everybody's going to get over all this, and we're going to forget this, because this being Walcott is what I'm referring to. Because the newness, the awesome plans that they have are going to blow everybody away. Mary Poppins got canceled too. Got canceled or got
postponed?
Delayed, Caitlin. I think it's delayed. I want to get to World Showcase, so let's just get to it. There's some things up front that I really do love. Okay.
World Showcase, when we walk in.
No. The front of Epcot.
The very front.
Soarin'. We love Soarin'.
Is that in the front? No,
yes.
That's over by the ride.
Epcot.
Okay.
Soarin's awesome.
The front section, yes.
Soarin's awesome. We love Soarin'. I loved Soarin' the most at DCA, Disney California Adventure. That was the original. It was Soarin' over California. That's still my favorite version of it, but that's very me. I like going over Redlands, where you smell the oranges. It's the orange groves of Redlands. I like, I like the golf course where the golf ball comes to you. I can tell you what, you make a left turn after that's where we lived. I just love it because it was my home. It was DCA's best thing for a while, and I love that they have it. Future World, thank you. Future World. We're talking about Future World.
Yeah.
And you love Soarin'. My mom loves Soarin'. Everybody loves Soarin'. It's a great ride. You want to talk about Soarin'?
No, I mean, I love Soarin'. I love riding it with the girls. I mean, Reagan won't go right now. Like last time she skipped out, but when the golf ball comes over, or the you're over China and that kite comes over in your face,
yes,
everybody still jumps, and we all know it's coming. But
I know, totally.
It's totally funny.
And then
What's your mom's favorite
in Future World? Another ride that's really popular in my house is Test Track. One of my daughter's favorite ride.
It is definitely.
Had Ed from Bifree on the show. It's his favorite ride. Lots of people's favorite ride.
And it was closed last time we were there, so she didn't get to go on it either.
I love it because my daughter loves it.
Yeah,
I don't love the ride.
No,
I don't.
It's fun, but I love the California version, which is the Radiator Springs and Cars Land.
Obviously, the theming is vastly different.
Oh yeah.
One is fun and one is cars.
Yeah, one is racing, one is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just not a car guy. People love, hey, Surfer Girl, what's going on? Soarin' has always been my favorite. That's my mom in there. Yeah, I've loved pin training up there. I loved the art up there. The art that they've moved that. Character meet and greets. I'm a big fan of them. Never really cared about them at Epcot. I love the fountains. Let's be real. Soon as I get to Epcot, I'm trying to get you guys done with all the things you wanted. Oh, we did miss Living with the Land.
Yeah.
I do love Living with the Land. Living with the Land is totally my jam. Did a video of that. Did a video for one of my son-in-laws who's giving a grandbaby to me, the one that's next week. He's really into aquaponics. Did I say that right? Aquaponics. He's setting up one, I believe. He's about to set up one, or he's setting up one. Well, he's having a baby now, but they're going to have it. He's a really scientisty guy, very cool guy, and he'd never been on it. So I did a video for the video.
Because we had told him, "Oh, you are going to love this when we go."
I remember not having any idea what I was up again when I was in line the first time to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand what it was going to be. I didn't know why I was in the line. I'm just doing my thing, hanging with the group. I was in awe. I wanted to do it again and again. I love that ride so much. That for me is the only reason that I like Soarin', to hang out up front. But very honestly, I'm just trying to get them to stop doing what they're doing so we can get out to World Showcase.
Yes, we kind of do a few of the front things and then you get out to World Showcase for sure. Living with the Land, I love. And every time I'm on that ride, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go back and I'm totally gardening. I'm going to make this.
That's true.
I'm going to do
That's totally true.
The pumpkin that they do with the shape. I'm like, I'm totally going to do one of those this year.
I would love to have hanging gardens. Like
yes.
The hanging garden of the backyard.
And then I get home and I'm looking at my yard and I'm like, yeah, no, it's easier just to mow grass. I'll just have the guy mow it.
I always think to get a little angled terrace thing and let some viney cute things. I don't know.
They grow everything.
Raspberries or vine. I love the
we do
Mediterranean.
Have a raspberry bush.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't hang. It's just a bush.
It's just a bush.
I mean, I'm happy about that too. But Caitlin said do the walking tour. I do want to do the behind the seeds tour.
Yes.
Very badly.
That would be fun.
Very badly. That'll be fun. But I like soaring. I like soaring. I love living with the land. I just want to get to World Showcase then and now.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So World Showcase, it's my favorite thing. Like in my whole life, if I could take my family to do anything and hang with my family at one place, Yosemite is a close second. But World Showcase is where I want to be. I love it. It's different than Yosemite, but those are my two favorite things in the world. Why aren't we there every day? It's the best.
We're here.
Food and wine, the Christmas festival. We haven't done Flower and Garden yet, but we're doing it in 2021.
And we technically didn't do the Christmas festival either. We were there during the Christmas festival.
I appreciate you saying
there was no festival there.
Well, it was a
flooding.
weather. There was a weather issue.
There was nothing.
I still had a blast.
I wouldn't call that a blast, but it was okay. I mean, we were at Disney, so hey. Yeah.
Which festival did I forget? Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, Christmas. Art. Oh, yeah, the art festival. I knew there was another one.
And that was okay.
So that underwhelmed me.
It definitely underwhelmed.
Here was my problem with that. I love Disney art. I've got a whole section of Disney art. I love Disney art. And I did love it. I did. But I didn't. I think it could be different. I like the interactive photo opportunities. I like that a lot. You can step in there with George Washington on the boat, or you can be in a Van Gogh. I love that so much. I need to pull this up so I can follow.
No, I mean, I loved definitely that was one of my favorite things about the art festival.
The
stepping into the pictures, the art. I did definitely enjoy looking at all the art. It just seemed that they had it like the same stuff in every little area. It wasn't like a huge selection, or every little like booth wasn't different. The food, though, I didn't enjoy the food at that festival. Like
the food,
most everything we tried was just like, nah.
Is that a function of how good Food and Wine's food is?
I guess.
I think it was the goal of the creator of most of the food, not all the food, but was Instagram worthy pictures.
Okay,
versus a good flavor and or texture.
So we did get good pictures. The tastes were not so good.
I believe that. I thought that before. I don't know if I'm right. It's just it's a Jeff opinion.
Focusing on the artsy part of it.
I think they wanted to be Instagrammable, which is brilliant marketing because then you get 1 million people every day taking pictures of your product.
I mean, Peyton bought a ton of stuff just to do Instagram pictures.
You just read my mind, babe.
Gross.
Did we purchase more food at Food and Wine the last time we were there, or food at the art festival?
If you add Peyton's budget, all of us, I think it's
brilliant on their part. Food and Wine's my jam, though. Let's get to Food and Wine. 3 out of the last 4 years, I think we've been at Food and Wine.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Yeah, we try to go every year.
I love it.
Right, I love Food and Wine too. At least you're gonna get something fun and wonderfully tasty.
11 countries. There you go.
So many chances.
Look at Hitchhiking Bones. That's perfect. 11 countries. Mexico, UK, Canada, France, Norway, Germany, Italy, Morocco, China, Japan, and the American experience. I love it. Where's your favorite? Do you have a favorite? It's an impossible question, right?
Yeah, it really is, because I love like France and Canada and that whole area over there with the gardens and the tea store. We always go into that little tea store.
The tea store we like.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
is there.
In England.
In England. Yeah, that the first, I'm thinking where we turn first. We usually go Canada
we go
and
right
around that way. Yeah.
And that's a question for chat. Well, she tells you, once you're in Epcot, if you go to Epcot, I'm assuming a lot of you do you go right towards Canada and France, or do you go left towards Mexico and all that? Tell me which way you go. We always
go right. And this next time I think I want to go the other way, because every time we get to Mexico, I'm so tired. And the tacos, we're like starving and tired because we've went around and we've just tasted, but the tacos were so hot, and there wasn't
you did get
it was hot. I was tired. I was just eating tacos even though they were too hot because I was hungry. It was crazy. I just want to flip it this time, because we always have such a great time the first half. The second half we're more like hot and we're tired.
I was going to ask you, I don't really know why we go right every time.
I think it's just out of habit. Or Peyton wanting to get to.
I think somebody makes a decision. We want to do something first. Because I always say which way you guys want to go.
She usually has a list.
She does.
Of every place and
left
everything
always to
we
Mexico.
have to try.
I always start left with Mexico. I feel like most people go left. I don't know why I think that, but I think, everybody in chat says it. Yeah. Everybody says we go left, we go left. Does anybody go right? We go right every time. I do staying going right. I love the Canada Pavilion. I got to hang out with my buddy Disney Coffee Blog Matt. Great guy. We met up there, hung out. You guys went back to the DVC lounge. Right. I was with my mom and Mark, her husband, my father-in-law. Boy, I can't even talk. And I met up with a friend, Disney Coffee Blog Matt. Check out him on YouTube. So cool. Such a nice guy. I actually won one of his contests.
That would be your stepdad. Your father-in-law is my dad.
Oh, whatever. It's Mark. Anyway, so I was hanging out with him, and I got to meet with Matt. That was fun. And we just hung out in that area. I don't know that I'm going to pretend like I like the show. It's a good thing to get out of the heat for. But it's such a beautiful pavilion.
It is pretty. It's nice to look at that.
I love the Pacific Northwest. We
usually don't eat food right there in the beginning. We usually kind of just look around.
Oh, good. Jenny says, I love that, Jenny. Thank you. Jenny says, where did it go? You've got me all about some Disney Coffee Blog, Jeff. He's a great guy. I consider him a friend. I think my friend Lynn, who's probably Ninja Mode watching. Hey, Lynn, I see you back there. I was going to say something funny that I decided not to say. Okay. Lynn, love you. Glad you're here. Hope you are. Jenny, I think Lynn introduced me to Matt. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think so. Had him on the show, DisTube, every Sunday night. By the way, is it Melly Mel? I don't want to Melly. I'm pretty sure it's Melly Mel, which is a big Disney pin trader. You're going to love her this week on DisTube. But anyway, met him through the show. I think I met him a little before that, talking through Instagram. But I think we hit it off. He's such a nice guy. And yeah, I won a contest of his. Remember all that coffee stuff? That was from him. But anyway, awesome. I got to do the meetup there and just hung out. Then went across the street while we were waiting for you guys to get back from the DVC lounge. Me and Mark hung out in the Rose and Crown. Now, I had been in the Rose and Crown, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. But just you walk in, all the people, boom, I'm out of there. I don't like people to people. I don't like. You're the only person that I want to be this close to. I don't really like being like, got to turn my body to get through people. Right. That's a little gooey for me. And that's how the Rose and Crown is. But we walked in and it was, no, there's some space. It was tight, but it wasn't annoyingly packed. So me and Mark went up and hung out, and it was such a neat experience. It really does take you to England. Not that I've ever been there, but I loved it. And you did mention across the way in England, our favorite, we always stop there. Twinnings. Yeah. Tea is my daughter's jam. My daughter Peyton. Mm-hmm. I love Mary Poppins. I can't wait for the Mary Poppins section to pop up. I mean, Mary Poppins.
She always gets lavender
Mary Poppins,
tea there.
Y'all. Yeah, but she also gets the good tea. I don't like the lavender stuff, but she gets some good stuff. Resort says, when I go in the Mexico Pavilion, left down the ramp, I might be superstitious. Going out don't matter. Favorite land, Japan. There's a Skyway there. I love Japan. Love Disney Coffee Blog. Good. I love that you guys love Disney Coffee. Give him some love. He does high quality stuff. I should hire that guy. We should do it up. He's good. We start with rides, which is mostly on the left side. Eat, shop, people watch, usually our order. Love it. Love it. I love Japan. I take the boat to Morocco. We've never taken the boat, but I want to jump.
Because we're walking it.
I'm trying to go around because I'm probably going to miss stuff. So you dive in if I miss it.
Okay, well, let's go start. We did Canada. We did the Rose. Okay, so next is France, right?
And I love France. I can't wait for the Ratatouille ride. I love ratatouille. Our kitchen has some ratatouille stuff. We've got little
hidden pieces.
Little Emil and little
Little Chef and
Little Chef. Yeah. And Emil's the other one. Anyway, and little Funko Pops there. You got to look, but they're in there. And we've got some other stuff. We love ratatouille. We love France. We love macaroons.
Right. Their little dessert area. They have that little store that has all the pastries. They're amazing. Everything we get is good.
Why you look at me like that?
You're making weird noises.
I'm making France noise. Jeez. Got a great video. We're right up front. I don't even know what to call them. The lunatics with the chairs. What are they called?
Entertainment.
The street, and that's what I said. The lunatics with the chairs. Actually got nervous for them. Like I could see that they're not nervous, so there's no reason to be nervous. But what are they doing? They're climbing up. If you know what I'm talking about, I do have a video for it. You should check it out on my channel or any other channel. Just type in lunatics from the France Pavilion, and I'm sure it'll pop up. It's so fun. I loved it.
Yeah,
loved it. Really fun. Actually, we were next to some tourists from where? Was it France? Am I remembering them from France because we were in the French Pavilion? We were next to some tourists who didn't speak English. She was a little girl, was super cute, and they interacted in the show. And she actually found my video and sent me a little note. That was nice.
Yeah. That's very sweet.
I don't know why I did this when I said little note, but acrobats. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
They were very, very cute. And I love that area. I love it all. I mean, I like shopping in there. We always go in. There's a kitchen-y France shop that we always go in and always buy something. I love it.
I usually get something. Yeah.
It's our stuff. And so anything else you want to talk about France before we move on?
No, that's good.
So then we move on to, I guess, what's next? Let me think. I'm trying to remember. I guess we're heading towards Morocco now. Is there something in between that I'm forgetting? I feel like it's Morocco next.
I think it's Morocco.
And I love Morocco. We haven't done a lot of the sit down restaurants there, but I hear that one's one of the better ones.
I love that area to walk.
I do too. I was just going to say, I just love the shops.
Beautiful.
When we were there for the arts festival, one of my favorite things to do, and my girl's favorite things to do, they painted some of the characters. Like in England, they had Robin Hood because, in England. In France, they had Ratatouille, stuff like that. They had Pascal painted in the Morocco pavilion, and they seemed to do a spectacular job with hiding Abu in different places.
Yeah, they had Abu painted.
There was a bunch of young ladies, Instagram girls, taking pictures, and we waited our turn to sit in a little chair because of the cool art on the wall.
Because Abu was above the
that stood out to me because it was such a beautiful area. I love those shops in there. I think it's so. It feels so realistic. Now, it's weird to say as a guy who's never been to actual Morocco.
I know,
but
the tile work,
you there.
It's just gorgeous.
Yes,
and also it's not like super, super crowded in there. And maybe it's because there's not like a lot of food right in that area. It's just like a little shop and like walkways and stuff. But it's just kind of a nice place where you can actually get a picture without a million people in your picture.
Yeah. I love it. I love the shopping area there.
It's beautiful.
We've bumped into Jasmine back there and did the Jasmine meet and greet, and I just love it. I love it, and I feel like we're at Japan now. Is Japan next? I'm trying to think what's next. I probably should have put the little map up there so I don't miss one. I can tell you this: we all love Japan.
We do.
Like I could probably spend a day in Japan. One of the things that's fully the drummers aren't there anymore. The drummers have left us, which makes me sad. I love them. But one of my favorite things to do is when you get into Japan, you start going into Japan and go left up by where they have the sushi bar, I guess.
That's
that little garden there. There you go. Yeah, that's what I should have pulled up.
Looking at it. Morocco, Japan, you're right.
Okay, so Japan, the photo opportunities in the garden are amazing.
It's beautiful.
My daughter Peyton's favorite shop is the Japanese shop.
She loves the stores there.
She does.
But one thing she has to get every time she goes is their melon shaved ice. They have like this melon flavored snow cone that she has. They drizzle with like a cream or a milk on it, and that is her favorite. We get that every year for 4 years now. So good.
I like all of those. Every flavor we've got there. Well, it's funny you say rain or shine. Twice we've been there. It was pouring the rain when we got to Japan.
Yeah.
Is that why you said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Last time we stopped over and we got under the hang and we were consuming. I remember the family next to us. The guy was funny. Him and his wife were funny, and we were just hanging out and enjoying. I don't know what flavor I got.
No, we were eating those little marshmallow puffy things, mochi or something like that. But they had bean paste.
Kit Kats, says Blooming Season.
Yes, she loves those. But they had bean paste inside of them, the red bean paste. And Peyton took a bite and she was like trying not to throw up.
She didn't like that. I remember
She got sick on.
I think we got that on video too.
Yeah, we do have it on video. So she can't handle it in her mouth.
And one of my favorite things when you're leaving Japan, the view of the lake, the bay, whatever they call that, through the Japanese architecture.
It's beautiful.
It's pretty spectacular.
Definitely beautiful.
And then what? Are we heading towards Italy? I feel like we're heading towards Italy.
America Adventure.
Oh, it's America next?
Uh-huh.
Sure it is. Of course it is. You're right. So this, I'm a little mad at Disney. I should have worn that. I didn't plan it.
You should wear your shirt.
So my friends, Lake Buena Visitors, they were on DisTube not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. Check them out. Great shirts, great people, super fun. My favorite Etsy Disney shirt people. And there's a bunch of good ones, but they're my favorite. And they're just fun. You know, I like them. But anyway, long story short, I picked up one of their shirts because I love the Muppets. I love America, and I love America Muppet shirts. And so they've got a Sam the Eagle one, and it's just patriotic and fun and silly, and I love it. And so I wore it because I thought the barbecue joint, and this guy loves some barbecue.
Yes.
And it was going to be open. I thought the Regal Eagle
was supposed to be open.
I thought it was going to be open. I don't know if it was their fault or my fault. I don't know if I misunderstood or I just got too excited to read the numbers, which sounds like something I would do. But I thought it was going to be there for opening day. We were there for opening day. And there it is. Oh, and I'm going up there. And
he's all happy with his shirt.
I couldn't get in.
And it said coming soon.
It said coming tomorrow.
We found out later. It was the next day. We were a day early.
That sucks.
It was a bummer.
Now I'm skinny. I should have. So anyway, I missed it by one freaking day, but I'll be back. But I'm really excited about that. I will say this, a must to, and we did it at Christmas time. I love Christmas music more than the average bear. I love America more than the average bear. Being in the American Experience building, the acoustics are so good.
Yeah, they are.
So good. And the singers of liberty, the people of liberty, the singers of the songs, I don't know what they're called.
And they had this giant gingerbread house back there, and it made the whole room smell amazing.
It did.
And they were singing. It was this whole
It was so
experience.
Good. Like so good. You crank out Oh Holy Night with those acoustics, man. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Give me some hot chocolate, even though it was 140 outside. No, I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that group. What Voices of Liberty? What the heck are they called? People help me out. What are they called? Voices of Liberty pops in my house. It pops in my house. It also pops in my head. I think
Voices of Liberty.
Okay, there you go. Thank you, Caitlin. I don't know. I didn't feel right. Whoever they're cute. I love their. It makes me think of Ichabod Crane. Because colonial. I love that colonial period. Talking about Magic Kingdom here, I guess tomorrow, and we'll talk about obviously Liberty Square and all that. I love that so much, which is a whole other thing. But that experience, going in there and listening to them sing, is awe-inspiring, and I highly suggest it. Yeah, I could sit and listen to them for hours too. Good stuff. Show is awesome, cool to watch, and the building is cool. It's really cool. Okay, and one of the best examples of forced perspective. Resort budgeting. Thank you so much. Thanks for talking my favorite part. I love Epcot. Thank you for the super chat, buddy.
That's awesome.
Never have to do it. Always appreciate it. Blessing me and my family. It means a lot to me. Thank you for that. The forced perspective. You guys know what that is, right? It makes it look bigger. Disney's spectacular at making things look like the castles. They make them look bigger. All of it. I think the American Experience is the best example of that for me. It's like, bam! Look at that. It looks awesome, and then you get it's like just normal size.
Yeah,
it's magic. It's the magic of I don't even know what it's magic. It's just the magic of magic. It's just unbelievable. I love it. All right. Anything else on American Experience? I do highly suggest going more than she would to the shows. I love them. We saw some unbelievable Broadway style people. I was the only one in the family that enjoyed that. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I love talent. I love performance. I love live music. I love Disney music, and they were high level singing songs I liked. I loved it. I do have a video that I've not posted. I will someday. It'll get flagged for copyright, but I don't care.
Right. I think I would have liked it more maybe if I was really tired and wanted to sit. But yeah, it was okay.
I loved it. Okay. I mean, you could have ran around while they were singing if you really wanted to, I suppose.
I just kept going.
That'd be weird. What was next? I think so. Is Italy next?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I've probably said this is my favorite pavilion before, and I'm going to say it again.
One of our most favorite.
Italy's my favorite. 100% of the time I leave the day on Epcot thinking, I should have bought that in the Italy pavilion. There's always something. So I'm Italian by lies. My mom made me believe I was Italian my whole life.
Some. You're not full.
So my whole life I was an Italian guy.
You still are.
Until my Italian lady. Anyway, so I love that space so much. The La Befana story at the Christmas time, so worth it. If you're of Italian heritage, or you like Italian heritage, or you just want to learn about it, the Christmas story and Italian heritage is put together. The story of La Befana, the Italian Christmas witch. It sounds better. It needs to be better. Go with La Befana, because the Italian Christmas witch sounds.
I know
miserable.
It's like the Italian Christmas grandma. I don't know why they call it a witch.
It's so perfect.
Yes.
And so much fun. By the way, super good food. And we've only done the walk up. We haven't done the sit down. We haven't done any of the nice sit down restaurants in Epcot at all.
Not really. No,
because we don't have to. There's so much good food.
Get through and try. We have a list of things that we're trying to
I
try.
want, when I sit down at Epcot and have a real meal at one of those real restaurants that are people's favorite, I will know that I've lived there. I must live there, because there's so much good food that I can have on eating on a trash can. But anyway, in Italy, Via Napoli is so good. But the architecture there is perfect. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
And at Food and Wine, my favorite thing has been there. 2 years ago, not the year I was with you, when I was there with Gonzo for the Galaxy's Edge opening, when we were there, I had 2 different cannolis.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had a cannoli and I was going to have pizza or ravioli. And they had a different kind of cannoli, and I love cannoli. I had to have them. I couldn't not. But if all I could do was eat in the Italian pavilion, life would be good enough. I mean, it's so good. I love it. I love the music. I love the people. One of my favorite things to do is to go to Via Napoli, get a slice of pizza, go over to the left, and talk to the 4 or 5 young people, usually college age, young boys and young girls who are from Italy, and just talk to them 3 or 4 minutes.
Those are fun.
It makes me so happy. They're so fun.
We always go into the store too, that little shop right there, and look for something amazing that says Italy or whatever. Like Peyton's gotten her Disney Italian sweatshirts.
Some of my favorite shirts are there. Which I don't own any. I want Italian. So I love World Showcase. I'm collecting World Showcase Christmas ornaments because I'm a Christmas nut from each pavilion. I just had a good month on YouTube last month. And so celebrated with 2 things that I bought for me. And then I put the rest into Disney stock and stuff like that. I got one. I can't remember, whatever. I'll present it on the show, but I don't have one from Italy yet. But the shirts from Italy, the Mickey doing it on a gondola, all those things, I love it.
They're awesome.
Downside Divas says the concerts are great. That park has so much. It does, right? I mean, we're going to run out of time on the show. There's so much there. My mom says that my dad used to tell that story when I was a kid. That's my grandpa talking to my mom. It's pretty cool.
That is fun.
Yeah, I love it. I'm way back in chat, guys. Sorry about that. Mama's a Bomb, how are you? Welcome in. I adored your Vlogmas. Oh, thank you, Mar. That was one of my favorite things to share. I actually got, when I did that video, Mar, inside baseball stuff, I did that video, and then I got off the phone. I was using my phone, and then I called my mom, and she started, sorry, Mom, right in front of you, and she started bawling. I gave it to Paul. I'm like, yeah, she's crying. I'm done. But it was so sweet because it meant so much to her, and I really did that video for her, to be honest. I need to spend more time in Italian Pavilion. Everybody does. It's so good. Cast members in the countries are so enjoyable to talk with. I can't wait for the world to get back to normal, so all of those young college members can come back from wherever they live, Morocco, Italy, and all get back on the cast member roles at Disney. Because in the beginning, you're not going to be able to do that, but we'll get there again. There's been articles about that and how horrible it is. They can't travel yet because, people are making rules. So anyway, I love it. And then what's next? I think, is it
Germany.
Germany. Oh my gosh. So that's also my favorite pavilion. One of my favorite pictures of you. It's funny. It's been pouring the rain. You already know where I'm going, right?
Yes, I do. I was drowning. I look like a drowning
pouring
rat.
in the rain. Hey, Julie, how are you? Julie M in the house. Pouring the rain. She's beautiful. Her hair's a mess, which I love it. When her hair's wet, I love it.
Soaking wet.
And she's wearing a Disney poncho, and she's got a big, huge.
The biggest German pretzel ever.
If we were beer people, she could have a beer in the other hand, and she would. Well, we're not beer people, but it's just so fun. I love it. Love that picture. But such good backdrops. The Germany pavilion's architecture is spectacular. I love it.
It is. It was beautiful.
I love mustard. Oh, my mouth just watered. I Love. Hey, epic and amazing park hopping adventures worldwide. What's going on? There you go. Germany's Jackie's favorite. I love the mustard and the pretzel. Seriously, my mouth's watering. I can't stop doing that. I've had some bratwurst back there. My mom loves, what did mom get? Mom's
the brats.
Oh, was it the brat?
Our family always goes for the mustard with the beer cheese with the brats in the far back, and then up towards the front is that caramel store. There's a candy store with caramels. The girls are always in there. There's also a Christmas store that we always stop at.
Yes, well,
look around. And that's so much fun.
I love Christmas. They have it's like a Snow White section. Obviously, it's German. Is it called Glass Blown? Am I saying that right?
Blown glass.
Okay. Yeah. Ornaments. So beautiful. I think, did we get a dopey one? I'm not sure if we bought it or we wanted to buy it. Whatever. Watching Snow White, I got a pretty cute video of Snow White. You get a VIP and they're walking around with a guest or whatever. And Snow White was walking around and man, she was Snow White. Like it's weird. Like it's a cartoon, right? To see a person.
It's amazing.
It's weird. It's weird how they cast those people. Those young ladies. There was a Tarzan one that once freaked me out. That it was a freaking Tarzan. I know it was Tarzan, but this Snow White was so on. She was her voice. It freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. But one of my favorite things in that pavilion, which I hear is going to go away. I hope it doesn't, but I hear it's going away. Is the train, the little mini train.
Yeah.
I always stand over there. I always usually sneak away from you guys and just hang there for a minute or 20. Last time I sat on the bench and I just enjoyed looking over all the people, which normally is not my favorite thing to do, but the German pavilion.
The people, they're so funny.
We were there during World Cup once, and there was a bunch of young people in the Germany section. I don't know if Germany was playing that day or not, but they were all wearing some of them were cast members, and some of them were, guests, but a lot of them were in the Germany jersey, and they had a soccer ball, and they were juggling the ball, and it's just so like it transports you in such a neat way. I love it. Yeah, Mar, there you go. Must see the train set. Exactly. German playgrounds are a thing to behold. I love it. I love it so much. I love the little clock up in the in the architecture.
Yeah,
so good,
super cute.
So I don't know. I guess we talked about the caramel place. We talked about and I always get a little cheese thing in the little beer section they have in the back. It's always really good. I just like hanging in that space.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Feel like we're not doing it justice, but it's probably time that we got 13 more minutes on the show. So what's next? I guess after that we head towards. Is it more? It's a little African trading.
It's a little outpost.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the African. So we love that. So
I love that.
If you ever come into our living room, unless you were invited, get out because that's just weird. But if we invited you in, that's cool. But it looks like that a little bit. We've got
kind of that mixed with the Indiana Jones.
Yes. It's changing right now, but. Let me put it this way. The little section where you have the drums, we got a few of those drums down there.
Yes, I definitely have some drums that I've collected through the years. I used to work at the Wild Animal Park, so I got a great discount on all the stuff that came in there. So yeah, I have a good collection there. I've
heard that resort budgeting. I've not stopped there and eaten there, but I've heard that's good. But anyway, we always stop in the African Outpost. We usually get a water or a soda and just enjoy it. Like we really like that area where there's
like the little drums for the kids to play.
There's a little shop there and there's always pins. I wish they would do more there. I got to be honest. I wish they had a little village there. It's kind of
a little, there's not a lot there.
There's not a lot there, but we enjoy it a lot. Like that.
Yeah,
that's our jam. If they did a little Kenyan village or something, I mean, that would be amazing. Cool. I think it would be really cool. I don't know, but it is what it is. And we like it. Hearing the next pavilion is going to be Brazil, most likely. I wish, and Brazil would be awesome. I would love Brazil. When they have food and wine, they have a little Brazil section by France. So good. One of my favorite things.
Right in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, by France. And so that's the talk that if they do another one, and when they do another one, it'll probably be Brazil. Who knows if that's real? For me, it should be a Kenyan village or it doesn't even matter. Africa's a freaking continent. There's so much you can do.
Yes.
Pick your favorite country. Sure. I think it's silly to call it Africa, but okay, call it Africa. I don't care. But something that looks, there's so many options. Like I could give you 100 options just right off the bat. It could be the whole show, but some kind of African safari village would be amazing. I think it'd be really cool.
Very cool.
Obviously we like that kind of stuff. That shop is a hidden gem. I agree. Not a lot because the village is at Animal Park. Well, that's true. That's a good point. You've got Mombasa Park. Yeah, that's a really good point. Maybe that's why they wouldn't do that. I hadn't even considered that option of it, but I don't want them to take it out, but I wish they would use that space for a bigger, more in-depth thing.
Coming soon.
Yeah, maybe. We didn't talk too much about the new Ratatouille ride in France. I feel bad about that, but that's going to be spectacular. But we need to move on to, I guess, is China next?
Mm-hmm.
So China's amazing. The acrobats are amazing. We, one of the last things we did last time, we spent quite a bit of time actually in the back space there, just looking at the Chinese gift shop. It was a massive gift shop.
Yeah, they have a really big gift shop. I was surprised. Yeah, it was just after the new year. So it had like a bunch of the dragon stuff and all the red and gold merch. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, the Chinese New Year merch was spectacular. We almost bought a few things. I don't know that we did.
No,
but there was a bunch of stuff that we were.
I was looking and I was like, oh, it was one of those, do I really want
There
this?
was an amazing jacket, I remember, and there was just some really neat stuff. I don't know. I like that style of stuff. But I really like the Chinese pavilion a lot. The acrobats are amazing. At Epcot for New Year's Eve, Italy and China looked like the place to be. It looked a lot like, Stagecoach. Coachella, excuse me. Coachella, not Stagecoach.
Stagecoach is
Coachella.
the other one.
Yeah, Stagecoach is the country one.
Yeah,
I know. And I can't wait. I'll be there New Year's Eve. I can't wait. It's beautiful. I think it's awe-inspiring, and I guess we should move on to the next one, which would be Elsa and Anna Land. Yeah, Norway. I love the Viking motif. With Mark and Mom went into the little church once, and it's first of all, it's a nice cool area.
It's
really hot.
It is.
It's not big, but man, is it so neat. They talk to you about history.
The big troll in there. Troll.
Love that shop. That's the shop that you enter into after the Frozen ride. What's the next Frozen ride called?
Frozen?
The Frozen ride, whatever.
The Frozen ride.
I never got to do Maelstrom. Everybody loved Maelstrom. I knew somebody would say that. Caitlin did miss Maelstrom. I never did it. I love the Frozen ride. I love the line. One of my favorite things is the little part of the line where you go into the sauna. What's his name? I bought you a shirt.
Yes. Big summer blowout.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Oaken. Thank you. I love that. I bought one of the t-shirts I bought her for Christmas was that guy. I love him. I love that character.
Funny. And you can kind of look they unfog the window
yes.
and he talks to you.
Yoo-hoo! I love that guy so much.
Big
the Kringla. I don't know that I'm pronouncing it right, but the Kringla Bakery.
We always stop there.
Reagan, excuse me. Her favorite might be my favorite too. Oh, by the way, yes, I can have 47 favorites. So fun. Love it. I've never been there and not just enjoyed whatever they picked out. Usually we get 2 or 3 things and we share it, whatever. But I just enjoy it. First of all, you get off your feet, but the people are having so much fun. It's a great place to people watch, and there's really good snacks.
There's definitely good snacks.
And if you don't take a picture by the troll, you're just not my kind of person, because that troll is awesome.
He is cool.
I want to take him home. I wonder how much that would cost. I bet we can't afford it. Anyway, I love that area so much. Yeah. And then where am I at? What's next? Am I approaching? I guess I'm approaching Mexico. Am I forgetting something? Mm-hmm. Is that the one that's next?
Yeah.
Might be my favorite. Have I said that before?
Yeah, Amigos. That little Amigos ride is in there with Donald Duck and Trace Amigos. Amigos, they're friends. Some ride in there.
The Three Caballeros.
Yes, there you go.
I'm like Miko.
Amigos.
Pocahontas? Amigos. No. Okay. The Three Caballeros.
Those guys.
I love them. I do love that ride. I do.
It's a good thing for sitting down when your feet really hurt. That's about it.
I love the Frozen ride, and I feel like it gets a lot of hate. There you go.
I like the Frozen ride. No, for sure.
I think it gets some hate because it's not Maelstrom. I love the Three Caballeros ride, which we're now going to always call the Three Mikos.
Amigos.
I like Mikos?
Not Mikos. Amigos.
I do wish, though, they would Coco it. And everyone says, oh, don't do it. People don't like change. And I get it. I'm nostalgic. But I think I'm blessed that I'm nostalgic for Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disney World, I want to be more new. La Cava, we'll get there. Absolutely.
So they do have a lot of the Coco stuff in that. The whole little village that you step down has been done in the Coco theme.
It's awesome.
And I love it.
Well, the art of, for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. We're from Southern California, San Diego specifically.
Yes. That's just a culture
it's just
that
home.
we grew up
loving. It's when the movie Coco came out, I remember thinking, they're telling me how authentic it's going to be, this authentic family heritage story of the people of Mexico. I'm like, I grew up in San Diego. I don't know what you're talking about. I felt like it was going to be stupid.
Yeah.
And then I went, I'm like, more, please.
It was
like, I don't like sequels. I want Coco 2 and 3 and 4
so
and 5 and 6. I love it. I love the beauty of it, the art of it. I love the story. I wish it was real. I love it that much. I love it. I love it. I want to do one just because I think it's beautiful. I love the story. I love the art of it. And then when you walk into that space, first of all, it's a freaking pyramid, people. I love pyramids.
It's very cool.
It's so amazing. Talk about forced perspective, right? So beautiful. And you walk in and you look down into that little market. It's awesome. I hear the restaurant inside's not that great. I would love to do it. It reminds me of the Blue Bayou that you get to have a restaurant right in there, and it's kind of dark.
That's kind of cool.
I hear it's not the best restaurant on Disney Food Blog doesn't rave about either of the Mexican restaurants there, but
at that point of the day, we're usually like, let's just sit somewhere. We didn't care what. I haven't really cared about the food in Mexico because it's always our last stop, and I'm like, done. Let's just eat whatever and sit.
Downsized Diva says Mexico's the best pavilion in my opinion. I like that it's all inside. The atmosphere, it does. The atmosphere is so good.
It's so much
Tiki
fun.
Man fan. I love saying that. I'm gonna say it again. Tiki Man fan, probably the best little YouTube icon on all of YouTube. Love the little cave. Our first stop after our daughter's engagement in front of the fountain. That's perfect.
So fun.
I love that so much. Yes, put some more Coco inspiration in the Mexican film. Yeah, I don't want them to ruin the Three Caballeros. I wish they had a Coco event, ride, something. I tell you, one of my favorite things, it's about a year old now, the puppeteer, is that marionette? Is that what it's called? Of Coco? Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. I love that. If you know what I'm talking about, check it out on YouTube. I think it was in Disneyland first.
Yeah,
I might have that wrong.
I've only seen it in Disneyland.
Well, no, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Regardless, it's amazing. The marionette, the puppeteer, the Coco dancing, so good. Love it, love it, love it. I love the ladies outside. Well, we haven't got to La Cava, so we're not big drinkers in this family. But I will consume a she won't. I will consume a jalapeno margarita all day, every day. Oh, are you kidding me?
All day, every day.
So good.
Whatever.
Like, well, I could if I probably only had like 8 my whole life.
If you were there, but
yeah, I love them, and that's the place to do it. It's so good. Love it. I want one right now. I love. Oh, my mouth is watering right now.
Like not even 10.
I don't care. It's the jalapeno. I love the flavor of jalapeno.
I have some jalapenos downstairs.
On a level that I don't.
Right. There you go.
On a level that is hard to understand. I need to grow jalapenos. I've tried, but I didn't try very hard. We're gonna have to do that. They're easy to grow. But anyway, yeah, La Cava is amazing. Caitlin says my roommate from Mexico says that Coco was the highest grossing animated film. It was, and not. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Dia de los Muertos seemed to be a thing that happened in front of me that I didn't know about. It was like an art thing that I became aware of through art. But I guess it was more real than I don't know how I missed it, but I love it. I don't know how I love it. Reproduction of the Mayan pyramid. Yeah. Chichen Itza. I would love to do that. We used to think we wanted to go down there and see that.
Yeah. I mean, early in our marriage, we did go into Mexico a few times to help with like churches and some nurseries.
I grew up in San Diego, and I was only down there like 3 or 4
orphanages.
Times. Tijuana too. I never left Tijuana. Hey, Lori.
No, I was down in Mazatlan.
Yeah, not me.
But mostly we were close to Tijuana, so that's where we were. It's just the safety is not. Yeah, it's not like it used to be.
I got good friends. A lot of my good friends. You know, in life are San Diegans still. Like I know a lot of people in San Diego, and they still go down there a lot. Like Andy, my best buddy, he goes down there. He goes down the tip of Baja. I can't even think of the name of it. Where Sammy Hagar's place is, whatever, and lobster, and he loves it. That's his jam. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not gonna be taking my kids there. But avocado margaritas, I'm allergic. I love avocados so much. So this is the whole thing. Oh, we're almost out of time. Well, we're almost done. Guacamole was like my favorite thing. My dad made the best guacamole
near Fallbrook.
When I met her, she lived in Fallbrook. It's like
avocado capital of the
and I'm
world.
Allergic to avocados, which sucks.
All the dogs in the neighborhood were super obese.
They were all fat dogs. They all ate avocados.
That's
right.
Avocado trees.
It is sad, right? Downside Diva. Like I feel like all the blessings, all the good stuff I've had in my life, it all evens out because I can't have avocado. I love avocados.
They don't love you anymore.
And every now and then, like, because it's bad. Like it's bad. I can't have them.
No.
I can't have them. My lip, it's like that scene in the Adam Sandler movie.
And his eyes turn into monster eyes. It's really. But
I love it. So, about a year and a half ago, it was a work lunch with me and you and who else? Doesn't matter. And I take a bite of my sandwich. And I'm like, oh man, this is so good. Oh no, there's avocado in here. Remember that?
Yes.
Because it's, and I got to be honest with you, I could feel
his lips.
I'm such a hypochondriac. I can feel it right now. It's bad. When did that happen? The truth is, when you're allergic to something, you're allergic to your whole life. You get to a point where it gets worse every time. Well, I consumed a lot of.
Yeah.
I mean, our first date, I bought you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the story. We're almost out of time.
So we're at Epcot related.
It's not Epcot related. It's me and you related. We're at our first date, right? No, it wasn't our first date. Well, it was an early date because our first date was doesn't matter.
Right.
And we're having Mexican food. And they say, hey, you want some guacamole with that? Oh, yeah, sure. The guacamole was more than the rest of the entire day. Like they brought out all the stuff and they created it. It was like $29.95 just for the. I'm like, dude, I can't even get dessert. Whatever. I know, allergic to avocado. It's like the worst thing. It's like bacon would be. I don't know. It makes me mad. But anyway, okay. So Mexico Pavilion is great. We love it. La Cava is amazing. The ride's amazing. But for me, it's just the marketplace. The pyramid's amazing. The marketplace is amazing. Oh, and by the way, the character, you get Donald out there with the big sombrero.
Yes.
That's which I don't think I've taken a picture with him in the sombrero, but I always love, I got to do that one time.
It is fun.
Love that. I love character meet and greets. And I like the different ones. Yesterday I shared that I love Mickey and Minnie in the safari get up. Donald in the sombrero hat's right there for me. Yeah, right there.
For sure.
I'm not even a Donald guy, but
that's a cute costume character. I like that one.
And then what do we miss? I think that's the end. We always end up doing a little pin trading there. During food and wine, they have the Caribbean section right there in the front. It'd actually be to the right. But I feel like we got to everything. We're almost done. I'm going to send you guys over to Myers the Mouse, who I believe is live right now. I don't know that for a fact, but I think they are. Did we miss anything? Anything you want to talk about Epcot that we missed?
I think we got it.
This hour went so fast. I hope we hit everything. I hope we did it justice. I feel like we did. Yesterday I felt like, and today I felt like we closed up pretty hard and we went a little fast at the end, but it's because I love this stuff. Epcot is my jam. World Showcase is my jam. And I will end with this. I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the front. To repeat what I said in the beginning, what they have planned for the front, if you haven't watched the videos, if you haven't read the stuff, it's going to be so worth the wait, people. The anniversary of Epcot. I'm sad we're not going. Like, we made other plans and they're great. And we did this instead of that. We considered going for the opening day or for the anniversary date, because that sounds really fun, but we didn't. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing.
It is.
Can't wait. The Moana water structure thing they're going to do is next level stuff. So I hope you had a good time. Anything you want to say before I send them over to Myers the Mouse and or the Pat Flynn live stream?
No, I think we covered all of it. I mean, we talked about the crazy ride in the ball that
the crazy what?
The crazy ride in the ball that sometimes it's where we end if Reagan wants to go on one last time. It's Rome burning and all that.
Oh, Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? The ride in the ball.
The ride in the ball.
Yeah, I don't love that as much. I'm excited.
Reagan likes it, and we'll go for her, and you can sit.
She anyway. We didn't talk about the shows. Maybe we'll get to that later. But
yeah,
regardless, we had a great time today. I believe Myers and the Mouse is going live right now. They generally do. Arts and crafts and Disney things, they're awesome. Also, the Pat Flynn, the income stream is awesome. I'm often there. We're going to go into work a little early today, so I don't know if I'm going to do either one of those. I think because we got to get back.
Right.
And we're having a baby. So when you see us next tomorrow, we're going to have an actual kid with potentially an actual name. Potentially, we can actually tell you.
Yeah.
Whatever. The Sure Nuts, Make It Blue, Caitlin, The Downside, Steva, RVing, Lori French, all of you. Members, Resort Budgeting, thanks for the super chat. Mods, thank you. Members of the channel, thank you. Really means a lot that you would bless our family and give us that support. Love you all. Tomorrow we will end our series with the Magic Kingdom, her favorite park. I can't wait to do that with all of you. Same time. Also tonight, Disney Pins Live, giving away a Disney Pin with my co-host, Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. And then tomorrow we'll do this in the morning, talking about the Magic Kingdom. And then Sunday night, DisTube, more Disney Pins, Mel, and then some neat stuff on Creator Talk if you want to learn how to create. I did post a video on the Animated Investor, and I created another video yesterday for the Animated Investor that won't go out until next week sometime. It's contingent on another guy doing another thing. It's a part of a collaboration that I think you might like. Spaceship Earth ride is great. Okay, all right. I mean, I love the ball. I like the outside. Anyway, I love you guys. I love this every day. Hope you had a good time. Love you. Thanks for your time. Baby on the way.
Yes.
And by the way, if you're still in that mire of, oh my gosh, the world is burning. It's not. It's better. It's better. We're good. So stay positive. Fear's a liar. Love you all. Have the best day ever. Is that it?
Yep, that's it. See you all tomorrow.
Later. Have fun storming the castle. Bye for now. Myers and the Mouse.